Good morning everyone, this is Sir Jerry here on Sir Jeremiah Hangad's classroom. Anything goes. And I have 5 student guests this morning and we will be talking about a very important topic. A very important topic that is less being talked about in our generation because of this gender confusion, gender preference that is being promoted anywhere in the globe, left and right, by the media. But interestingly, my dear friends, they want to talk about the qualities of being a real man. Is that right? So it's all about manliness. But before that, I will allow my guests to introduce themselves one by one, starting with the person on my left.
Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Jim Brian Arcibuliana.
Hello, my name is Clarence Seaver from Puspos.
Hello, I'm John Paul Quezon.
Hello, my name is Silvio Citrinidad.
Carlo Manumbaga Vega. Good morning, everyone.
Okay, so we go straight to the question, and this is a very frank question. Did you or did you not have any point in your life before wherein you had this, what we call identity crisis, gender crisis
No, sir.
before?
No.
No? So, a very big resounding no. And deep inside of you, you know for a fact that you are a straight guy. So, you have fathers who model you when you were growing up?
Yes, sir.
What kind of father did you have?
My father is...
You may speak in a more resonant voice because we are competing with voices outside.
Paano? Yung father ko...
Your father, what kind of man your father is?
My father is so very respectful. And my father is so religious.
Religious. Okay, what about you? What kind of father do you have? What can you say about your father?
My father is so simple, sir. Simple.
Diligent. Yeah.
And respectful and yeah.
So, you want to talk about the real qualities of a man and name one quality of a real man.
Being respectful
Yeah.
and having killer discipline and self-control.
Killer discipline and self-control. Could you please expound on that a little bit more?
Sir, I believe the real man have that because the real man is provider.
Yeah.
Provider.
Agree, 100%.
Like here in college, this is my path to go to what I like in life, in career, and by doing this, this is my ano ba to? Yung ano sir, yun nga yung path ko.
This is your way to
Yung
be
college,
successful
sir.
in life.
Yes sir, to give back to my parents.
To your parents. So in other words, being a man, you should have this kind of discipline.
Yes sir.
Consistent discipline.
Yes sir.
And what about you? What are the qualities, the real qualities of a real man?
I believe this is from my perspective, and I believe that a man should be dominant yet gentle and kind, since this is something I saw to my father as growing up.
Mm-hmm.
He was very dominant yet he was gentle with us, his kids, especially to my sister, since she's the only female in our family, aside from my mother.
Aside from your mother.
Yes. And his kindness is something that I respect and I am proud of.
Of your father. So meaning to say, your concept of an ideal man comes from your father. Maybe we should replace the word dominant because it could be used in a negative way. Maybe it's a combination of tough and kindness, or being strong and being kind at the same time. And father should be tough. Father should be strong, but at the same time, father should be gentle also. And this could be the reason why in biology, males have X and Y chromosomes. We also have this soft quality in us. Because if we only have tough qualities in us, then we will no longer pick up our babies, take care of them. We will no longer be affectionate. So we were created by God with both X and Y chromosomes. What about you? What's your idea of woman? He mentioned unwavering discipline. He mentioned combination of toughness and gentleness. What about you?
Faithful.
Faithful.
And respectful and mahaba yung pasensya sa akin.
And patient, extremely patient. Okay, could you expound on that a little bit more? Do you have a model for that?
Me, sir.
You figured it out for
Yes,
yourself.
I'm him.
You are him.
Yes, sir.
You are the kind of person that you are talking
Yes, sir.
about. How are you able to say that you are patient?
When my mom argue with our siblings, and we always understand her instead of
Talking back
yes, sir.
instead of retaliating. Well, a man should be patient. A man should hold his anger as much as possible. We should be men of self-control. The real test of a man is he is able to control his emotion. Okay, what about you?
Being a real man, dignity, may paninindigan ka.
A man of principle, a person of principle. A real man is a person of principle. Could you expound on that a little bit more?
Like my father, si sir, kung ano yung sinabi niya sa amin, talagang kailangan panindigan namin.
Okay, so your father has taught you that any word that you have uttered in your mouth, you have to see to it that you stand by what you have said. A man of principle. And finally, what's your idea of being a man? What
For me,
is
sir,
a man?
if you love someone, you can sacrifice everything, and like you said, sir, can provide family and protects the family, and when sir, pagdating sa problema,
When it comes to problem, the man should...
you can handle
Mhm.
Being answered.
every problems na dumadaan, sir. Every problem.
Every problem that comes along the way, you are able to handle it like a man should. Now, can you say that these qualities may be cultivated? How are those qualities cultivated inside of us as men? For example, discipline. Can you still grow? Is there still a room for growth when it comes to discipline?
Yes, sir. Because life is a process.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot say that you are perfect,
Mm-hmm.
because when you say you are perfect already, there have no improvement for yourself.
So meaning to say you can still grow in the area of discipline and self-control.
Yes, sir.
What about you? You mentioned about a combination of toughness and gentleness. Do you think that you already have that quality with you, in you right now?
As of now, sir, I don't think so. I may have the kindness part and sometimes tough, but I don't think I'm gentle enough yet. Since there are times where I lose to my emotions. Yes.
So you still feel that somehow you need to grow.
Yes, sir.
You need to grow in that quality of being
I
a man.
believe that learning is infinite po.
Yeah, that's right. Learning is infinite. And what about you? You mentioned a while ago about patience. So, do you think you can still grow in patience more?
Yes, sir.
Can you remember an instance wherein you lost your patience?
When I have a girlfriend before, sir,
You had a girlfriend before.
we always argue.
You always.
On the small, maliit na bagay, sir. Small things.
Mhm.
I like that, sir. But, I said to myself that I will not do it again because I don't want to hurt someone.
You don't want to hurt someone. If out of curiosity, are you still on with your girlfriend or you broke up?
Sir, talaga.
You broke up. So, by the next time around, you are committed to exercise more patience. What did you mention a while ago as the quality? A man of principle. Okay, so do you have that in you right now?
Yes, sir. Kung ano, sir, kung yung sinabi ko sir, ginagawa ko sir.
Whatever you say, you do it.
Like, ano, sa sports, sir. Para, ano, para mag-improve yung skills ko. Sir, na ako na practice every day.
You need to practice every day. And you mentioned about being a provider. A man should be a provider
Yes, sir.
to
Protect
the family, to protect the family also. Provider and protector of the family. Do you have that with you, within you right now?
No, sir.
Inside of
Wala.
you?
No, sir, because my family is, ano na, sir, bukod-bukod na.
Okay. Are you still single?
Yes, sir.
And your siblings have families of their
Yes, sir.
own?
I'm
right
the
now?
youngest.
And you are the youngest. Same here. I'm also the youngest. But if you say that a man should be a provider, how are you working on that quality right now? Are you a working student?
No, sir.
So you're still dependent on
My ate, sir.
your ate. Have you not considered being a working student or becoming a working student
No, sir.
or having a part-time job? I suggest that you would because that's a very good training. You have a part-time job.
No, sir, but I think about it.
Mhm.
Thinking about it.
So I really suggest that you would because your training must start now. Especially that men should be the provider of the household. So when should you start earning? And when should you start being responsible for budgeting your money? It should start now. As soon as possible. Your business, your work should start as soon as possible. Now, there are many, we should say men, real boys or real men who are having this, what we call identity crisis. What do you want to say to them? What do you want to advise them? Those who have not yet decided or who have not yet figured out for themselves that they are indeed men, especially in our generation today.
I think, sir,
Sige, ikaw.
patience.
I think sa if a man is having a gender identity crisis is whatever she realized when he is gay or man, and if he is gay, then proceed to being transgender, and then parang kahit na transgender ka pa din, parang
Okay,
dapat
so that is
lalaki ka pa din.
that is your opinion. So
Oh, sir.
okay, so
Lalaki ka pa din.
even though a person has become transgender, he is still biologically male. Is that your point?
Kasi yung the hormones is still the same,
It's still the same.
like the physique, the power. compared to real women talaga eh.
Okay, so
So lalaki pa
so
rin sila.
if I may put word, or if I may articulate it for you, you are saying that there should be acceptance. There should be acceptance of the fact that he is biologically male and he should act as such. Now, what about you? What can you say about those who have not yet figured out they're being men, real men?
I think sir, like just go with the flow because everyone has a time. Like you can express.
So everyone has a time, meaning to say, probably the person needs more exposure. Probably the person needs more model. Is that what you're trying to say?
Opo, parang medyo ma-express niya rin yung sa sarili niya Yes sir, para sa model na rin.
So modeling is really important. Modeling is really important. And what about those who have no fathers as their role model? How can that deficiency be filled? Those who don't have father. Now, probably the question is hard, but in my case, I did not grow up with my father by my side because I was a working student from elementary to college. I saw to it that I was surrounded by model, by fathers, by uncles, by tito. So I saw to it that I was surrounded by older men because I wanted to become like them and I wanted to think like them. Now, do you agree with that strategy? I don't know if I told you already, but it's understandable if you are attached to your peers. It's really understandable because you are your age. But there is a necessity for all of us to step a little bit higher. As early as now, be close with someone who is older and more mature,
Yes, sir.
so that you can learn
Because
their
I
ways.
agree with you, sir, because if you stay with your peers and do not take ano to? Mag-try ng bago, sir. Try something new, sir. Walang mangyayari sa'yo, walang magiging improvement.
Step up a little bit higher.
Yes, sir.
And
Unless your peers is like, you know, like not contented kung anong meron sila ngayon.
yeah, but that is very rare.
Yes, sir.
You are talking about exceptional peer.
Yes, sir.
So there is really a necessity for us to step a little bit higher. And that's part of the strategy of life. So for example, make friends with someone who is a doctor, who is an engineer, who is a businessman.
Parang sir, umano ka sa comfort zone mo.
Oh, get out of your comfort zone. And you will begin to learn their ways. You will begin to think like them.
Me, sir, I have a beard and I feel like when my beard is shaved, I feel like I'm very
You're
soft.
very young, you're
Like,
very
yes,
soft.
sir, not dominant. But one of my major subject is required to shave my beard. So malis ako sa comfort zone ko, sir.
You got out of your comfort zone. Anyway, younger boys are watching us, or younger boys may be watching this video because this will be posted on YouTube. What advice can you give them? Let's start with you. What advice can you say to the younger boys who want to become real men?
Just take your time, and if you don't,
You may face the camera.
sir, yung gawin mo lang gusto mo. At mahanap mo rin yung kung ano yung magugustuhan mo sa buhay mo, at pasukin mo lang lahat kung ano yung dadating na problema. Tsaka apply din ng apply pag
Okay, so
nakagraduate.
discover your passion, discover your interests, and do not hesitate to try new things. Is that what you're trying to
Yes,
say? Okay, so what about you? What can you say about the younger boys who may be watching right now?
Parang gaya ng sinabi niya, huwag kayong matakot na mag-try ng bago. Pag nagkakamali kayo, ibig sabihin nag-i-improve kayo. Yun lang sir.
And committing mistake is inevitable part of success and improvement. What about you?
Kung sir, ano lang,
You face the camera.
always choose to be happy lang.
Always choose to be happy in a good way, not in a bad way. Not happiness in vices and drugs.
Makakasakit sa inyo.
Mhm. What about you? Face the camera.
Don't be afraid to take any risk as long as it is something that you will be needing or will be improving in the future.
So, taking risks. And finally, what can you say to the younger boys out there?
Simple lang. Unahin ang hirap bago sarap. Yun lang sir.
And I hope that you find our episode today informative as well as entertaining. And if you've been following our discussion, all of them agreed that there should be good role models surrounding us. Now, to those who are watching us right now, probably you can say that you don't have good role models around you. You don't have father, but you can still strategize. You can still look for a tito or tita, tito or other mature male role models so that you can be influenced by them and you will begin to think like them. And a piece of advice to our student guests right now, you will become father someday. Be the best father that you can be. Is that okay? So be the best fathers that you can be. Be the best husbands that you can be in the future. Okay, thank you so much for your time this morning. God bless you. And thank you for being part of the show. This is Sir Jeremiah. God bless us all. Bye-bye.
We out. Paus na kami.